In the heart of a decaying city stood an old mansion, its once grand facade now marred by time and neglect. Inside lived Thomas Grayson, a reclusive man whose presence had faded from the community's memory. Rumors swirled about the eccentric hermit who hadn't been seen in years. Thomas had once been a respected engineer, known for his innovative mind and meticulous nature. However, after a personal tragedy, he withdrew from society, finding solace within the walls of his ancestral home. Over time, his isolation deepened, and he began collecting items, newspapers, books, mechanical parts, believing they held sentimental value or might serve a purpose in the future. His collections grew, filling rooms and creating narrow pathways through towering stacks. Neighbors occasionally glimpsed Thomas during his nocturnal outings, scavenging discarded items from alleyways and abandoned buildings. He moved like a shadow, avoiding contact, his eyes reflecting a haunted determination. The mansion's windows were perpetually shuttered, and an eerie silence enveloped the property. One evening, a passerby noticed an unsettling odor emanating from the mansion. Concerned, they alerted the authorities. The following morning, officers arrived, their knocks unanswered. Determined to investigate, they forced open the front door, only to be met by an impenetrable wall of debris. The air was thick with dust and decay. Seeking an alternative entry, they broke a second-floor window and climbed inside. The interior was a labyrinth of clutter, corridors narrowed by stacks of newspapers, rooms filled with broken furniture, rusted machinery, and countless other items. The officers proceeded cautiously, aware that the unstable piles could collapse at any moment. As they ventured deeper, they discovered a series of makeshift booby traps, tripwires connected to falling objects, designed to deter intruders. Navigating the hazardous maze, they eventually reached a dimly lit room where they found Thomas. He was seated in a worn armchair, eyes closed, his body emaciated. Beside him lay a toppled stack of newspapers and a crude alarm system, rigged from salvaged parts. The medical examiner determined that Thomas had died from a combination of malnutrition and injuries sustained from one of his own traps. His obsessive hoarding and fear of the outside world had ultimately led to his demise. In the days that followed, crews worked tirelessly to clear the mansion, removing over 100 tons of accumulated possessions. Among the items were thousands of books, musical instruments, and even the remnants of a dismantled car. The once stately home was deemed structurally unsound and was subsequently demolished. The tale of Thomas Grayson served as a chilling reminder of the perils of isolation and unchecked compulsions. His tragic end became a local legend, a cautionary story whispered among the city's residents about the thin line between eccentricity and madness. This is my story. Kindly give me a video title of this story.